What's up everyone? Today we have something pretty cool to review. The BMW X3 Competition. Let's talk about some of the interior features. Right here you have your drive modes. So this button right here is how quickly you want the RPMs to rev up. So like that. Right here, this is your suspension. You have Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Sport Plus is pretty firm, but you put it in Comfort, it feels like just a regular X3. And then you have your steering control, of course, right here. You have Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus. Basically, it's just adjusting how tight the steering ratio is. I like driving it in Sport. Down here, you have the exhaust button. So you can turn the exhaust louder or quieter. You have your parking assist right here. You pull that up, pulls up the camera and everything. 360 camera right here. You get your backup camera, but you also have a forward camera as well. So right here, you have your emergency brake. Push down to release, pull up to engage. Right here, you have your auto hold. So if you're stuck in traffic and you don't feel like holding the brake anymore, you just push the brake in a little bit farther than you normally would, push the button, and it'll hold your car in place. And then to release that, you just hit the gas. This is just your standard BMW infotainment system, but this year it's actually touchscreen. So not only do you have this dial, but you also can have a touchscreen as well. So to go back here, you have all your media radio options right here. This is phone. This is your maps. Let's go through the maps. Who's really going to be using the maps? But it's a little laggy, but it's not bad. Most people are going to be using Waze and Apple CarPlay or Android Auto anyway. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is wireless, so you just go right here, Apple CarPlay, and you're in. And then you guys know, you got your phone, music, you got Waze. I'm not going to show you because it's set to my address right now. You got your Google Maps, stuff like that. Let's go back home, so you can go back here. You have your navigation, like I said. Then you have your My Vehicle, which you can set up your M drive modes, M1, M2. So I think that's pretty cool. This car is very configurable, almost to the point where it's too configurable, but it's not. You like it. When in the My Vehicle, you can go through your vehicle settings, lighting, doors, intelligent safety, steering wheel vibration, stuff like that. You have your iDrive settings, which is just this screen, what kind of stuff you want. You have the gestures, so you can turn the radio up, turn the radio down, stuff like that. That's what gestures is. Like I said, M setup is M1, M2, these two buttons. Driver profiles. So these are just the different drivers. So Mr. Thomas has his M1, M2 set, and then you can put a different driver and then they can set their own M1, M2 settings as well. Vehicle status. You can see your tire pressure, stuff like that. Other oil life, when you need service, oil, any alerts, all systems okay, that's good. And then this is just your break-in service. Everything's okay right now. Go back, click out of there, and then these are just your notifications. So this car needs to be serviced, it's break-in service. As for storage space, it's got a decent amount of storage. You can put a cup or a bottle right here. You can put books, whatever you want in there. I usually put hand sanitizer because I'm a germaphobe. In here, it's kind of a small glove compartment. You got USB right here. You got a little light, which is nice at night. One thing I do like is it's got the X3 M Competition badge right there. I think that's pretty cool. This car does not have the carbon fiber option, but I think this looks really good. It is piano black, which is kind of hard to keep clean, but this guy, is pretty meticulous about his car, so he keeps them in pretty good shape. Up here you have your panoramic moon roof. Right now it's just cracked. Pull it back again, it opens like that. And if you don't want it open, close that right there. And then if you don't want the shade, just go like that. And then the shade's coming back, it's retracting. I think these front seats are very comfortable, definitely very supportive. Nice bolsters, nice lumbar bolsters. My legs are nice and bolstered in as well. I think these pedals are very upscale, sporty / luxurious. So that's a nice touch right there. This car does come with wireless charging. Right now I have my phone right here. You just set it down and now it's charging. See, you have the little blue light that tells you it's charging. You have a 12-volt outlet right here, 2 cup holders, and your glove box, kind of small, but good enough for an owner's manual or whatever you have to put in there, napkins, stuff like that. This car is equipped with the Harman Kardon sound system. Sounds really good. I'm actually impressed with this. I drove his M3 and that sound system wasn't as good as the one that's in here. One thing I do like that I'm going to point out right now is at night or during the day, these M badges light up when you get in or out of the car. I think that's a really nice touch. Makes the car feel a little more premium, but also sporty at the same time. These seats are really, really sporty looking, but they're also really comfortable as well. Stepping out of the vehicle into the rear seats, it's very easy to get in and out of this car. I do like the ride height. Not too high, not too low. Nice height. Here, the back seat area. I'm gonna sit behind myself. I'm 5'9", plenty of headroom, good amount of leg room. Probably have 2.5, 3 inches right here. You have tri-zone climate control, so you can control how cold or hot you want it in the back. You also have heated seats and another 12-volt outlet. I would have liked to see some USB or USB-C ports back here, but that's okay. It's a good car. You also have privacy shades, so if you don't want anybody to see you or the sun's glaring in your eyes, you can put those up. You got a nice armrest. It would be cool if this was carbon fiber, but I understand that would be very expensive. But maybe if they could add it as an option, maybe they do, maybe I just look like an idiot. But if that was an option, that would be a cool option to get, because that would look really good. As for storage space in the back, it's a decent sized trunk. I like how fast the lift gate goes up. You got a decent amount of storage. Under here, you open up this, you have your spare tire and a little bit of storage to put some stuff in there. You got your little cargo cover right here, so nobody can see looking in what you got in your trunk. Let's close this. You can also lock your vehicle right here. I like the speed that it goes up and down. It's a nice touch. Overall, this car looks really good inside and out. I think BMW did a really good job on the X3 M. They should have came out with this car a long time ago, but I'm glad they waited and made it very good. It's a very good car. It feels like an M3, but just an SUV, and that's really cool. But it also can feel like a luxury SUV, so it can be sporty and it can also be luxurious, which is nice. Let's hear what it sounds like at idle and with a few revs. One little gripe I have is that it doesn't look that much different than a regular X3. It is the X3 M Competition, but I would have liked to see some wider fender flares maybe on the side and in the rear. But other than that, I think it looks very menacing. I do like the big nostrils in the front and the X3 M badge. I have not driven an X5M. That's what I like to drive next. I do like these 21-inch wheels. We have two 5540 ZR21s in the front, and in the rear it's also a 21-inch wheel, and it's two 6540 ZR21s. Not only do I think the front of the X3M looks really good, but I also feel like the rear of the X3M looks really good as well. You got quad pipe exhaust, sounds really good. It's just nice. It looks menacing from the rear. It really does. Got your little reflectors. I wish they would do away with these or put clear or black, maybe a black tint over that. I think that would look pretty good. You have your sensors, parking sensors all around, front and rear. X3 M badge. Got your parking sensors, front camera. This is the engine view. Little carbon fiber right here. It's got a nice brace going across the engine. I think it looks pretty clean in here. The X3M starts at $69,900. Add on the M Competition package, that's another $7,000. You're at $76,900. Add on another technology packages and you're at about 80 grand out the door. Do I think it's worth it? Yes, I think it's worth it. This car feels very premium from all the different touch points on the doors, in the middle, on the dash. This car is also very fast, handles really well, and overall I'm just a big fan of it. Hey, thank you all for watching the video. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, please check out my other videos and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Let's do an acceleration. Pretty quick.